What's up YouTube? My name is Razorrat, and today I'll be covering the profoundly pivotal chapter 147 of Blue Lock, Declaration. So, I'm going to jump right to the declaration part and come back to the first 95% of the chapter later, which by order of magnitude could be considered basically unwanted filler. Nah, I'm just playing. That's not true. There's some interesting back and forths and claims made by certain characters that we'll go back to. But still, holy heck, this last page took me off guard and basically made my head explode. Blue Lock. Not Isagi joining the Japan U20 team, but the whole Blue Lock squad is going to be taking on the world. Now, I probably should have thought past last chapter to this being likely a possibility, considering we can't just leave our entire cast of side characters behind, but oh my gosh, this statement by Isagi gave me goosebumps. The rivalry between our favorite characters, Isagi, Rin, Chigiri, Bachira, Nagi, and can't forget, the King, Barou, amongst many others, will continue apace, and I can't wait to see each of them devour one another on the world stage, catapulting their skills and abilities into the stratosphere. The cast of Blue Lock is bound to face off against some top-tier countries such as Brazil, England, Italy, Argentina, Spain, Belgium, and of course, France, where we'll likely run into the 17-year-old prodigy Julian Rocky again, who has already been selected for France's national team. Back in Chapter 91, we got to witness the complete devastation of Julian's Godspeed ability, which I'm sure is one amongst many other amazing abilities in the arsenals of global players that have yet to be revealed. I also think it is not unlikely that once on foreign soil, we get an interaction with, or at bare minimum, some sort of other character connection to Noel Noa, France's forward and the top-ranked player in 2018, who is mentioned as an inspiration for Isagi all the way back in Chapter 1. Another important event that takes place during this chapter is the declarative passing of Best Player title in Blue Lock from Rin to Isagi, stated by none other than Itoshi himself, to Rin's dismay. In my last week's review, I think I downplayed the importance of the implications of Isagi's final goal, as a commenter pointed out. Isagi making his own luck to provide him with a goal, as brought up by Oliver Aiku, who is very impressed, really does show that Isagi has caught up to Rin in his game awareness and playmaking strategy. Even if the two of them could be considered equals, Isagi claiming the finisher on such a huge stage catapults him into the spotlight, making him the definitive face of Blue Lock, replacing Rin. We also get a fun scene with Itoshi Sei and Shidou Ryusei, where we discover that the reason Sei didn't pass the ball away when matched up with Rin, such that the U20 team could have run the clock out, was that he intended to pass to Shidou for a final shot. Shidou sums it up as Sei's fault and says he would have scored 3 otherwise. This goes to show the ego of both characters in accordance with the theme of Blue Lock, as Sei had no intention of letting the game slip into overtime, wanting to score instead, and Shidou is absolutely sure he would have scored a hat-trick had Sei not messed up. To this end, Shidou wins a bet the two made prior and presses Sei to give him his phone number. It's a cute addendum to the story, and makes sense given the explicit sexual nature of Shidou's character. Sei is a stoic and Shidou a wild thing, and the combination of the two mixes really well, both in these simple interactions, and especially on the pitch, during some of the best plays we saw during the Blue Lock vs U20 team matchup. Lastly, I'll point out something I took note of upon rereading the chapter a few times. While virtually the entire Blue Lock team is cheering and celebrating upon Isagi's final goal, 2 characters stand out, Rin and Barou. Both are not celebrating, and in fact are actively peeved or depressed. They clearly wanted to score and be the last one standing at the end of the game. And I think this symbolizes that both their egos are second and third in Blue Lock compared to Isagi, and that the two of them will, as they have in the past, be the biggest thorns in Isagi's side as everyone struggles to become the best striker. With that, I'll be bringing this chapter review to a close. Do comment down below and provide the wildest theories you can so that we can get hyped up for the next saga, Blue Lock vs. which I'm sure will not disappoint. That's it for me. I'm Ryusei, scurrying on out of here.